Hey everyone, Joshua Short with you along with Lauren Moss, something extra. We're so glad to be with you and yours. We appreciate you guys watching on what's been a busy week for a lot of families out there because you know, Lauren, it's Thanksgiving week.
It's Thanksgiving week and millions are traveling. I mean, how many days in a row have we talked about the travel nightmares that's coming with the air travel, driving?
We talk about it every year. It's
How
always.
come it says every year is going to be a record breaker?
How is that?
How is that?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I know the gas prices are lower this year. That's a good sign.
We do know a lot of people are traveling.
Yes, a lot of you are traveling in the air or watching right now somehow, maybe in the back seat with the family as you're driving to Oklahoma or New York or somewhere in the heartland or maybe on the East Coast. Wherever you're watching us from, we appreciate you guys watching and or listening. And look, Lauren and I, we are really excited about this one because a lot of people, we asked on social media, what did you want us to talk about for this Thanksgiving edition?
Right.
And some people gave us some topics, but a lot of folks had one thing at the top of their mind because of something that had just come around again after 7 years.
I think I know what this is.
Lauren Moss, Black Friday is my least favorite holiday.
No, it's your favorite holiday. It's your favorite holiday. It's the anniversary. What, the 7th anniversary? Is that right?
7 years since I did that infamous live shot that would have been 2017. That would have been just a few months after I started working here at WNDU. And for those of you who have not seen it, it's on my Facebook page. I may bring up a snippet here in a little bit.
You have to.
Should I?
Have to. Yes.
I think I will do that actually because a lot of people have already seen it. But I can tell you, I went to Chick-fil-A today, went to the drive-thru.
Yes.
And someone said to me, I did not know you did that. I didn't know. I've never seen it. You said 7 years ago. It's the first time. So a lot of people haven't seen it.
And this went viral. I mean, we're not just talking about a couple million views. This was on like every major network. Today Show, right?
Yeah, yep, Today's Show. In fact, we're going to show that in a second. But here is part of the live shot. You don't hear it here, but you see it. And obviously, it left an impression on so many of you for some reason, for whatever reason. I don't know.
I know what it is. You were real. You were honest, and you said, I remember the setup, right? It's like, oh, Black Friday shopping, and you could have easily gone out there and said, like, oh, hey, shoppers are underway. Come on out. You know, lines aren't long. But you told it like it was. You said, ain't nobody here.
Yeah. I mean, I think people don't know that when I got there, just to give you guys a little bit of background, we got there, we pulled up, me and my photographer, and when we got there, we didn't know what we were going to find. But we were just told to go there and talk to shoppers.
Scope it out.
And so I was excited because I myself personally I've never gone Black Friday shopping. And so I was genuinely excited and ready to do a live shot. And long story short, I got there. And you know that disappointment feeling, Lauren?
Yeah.
You go there and you think you know what you're going to get, and then you go there and it's anything but.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That was a tough one.
So what people saw was a genuine reaction. People thought I was angry. It was more of a disappointment than anything else. But I want to show you guys the Today Show, because Today Show did something with the live shot.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Here's part of the Today Show broadcast, which is really, really unique. Listen.
He was a little let down by the lack of shoppers on Black Friday. Take a look.
Expected a big crowd. We don't have the big crowd that we expected. I got up at 3 o'clock excited to do my first ever Black Friday, and ain't nobody here. I am literally upset right now. So at the moment, I'm going to send it back to y'all because ain't nobody here. I'm going back home. I'm going back to my bed, and I'm going to sleep. Alex, we send it back to you in South Bend.
That's reporter Joshua Short. And don't worry, we're told the mall did pick up later in the day, but he certainly could have gotten a little more shut-eye in that live shot.
Points for candor. Thank you.
He was a little let down by the lack of shoppers on Black Friday.
Wasn't that cool?
He was a little let
It points for candor, and I think that was really cool because the one part of all of this that I don't think people understand is that when you're trying to do these live shots in real time, it's hard to tell a story sometimes.
Totally.
When it's something you don't expect.
Right.
And what they saw was that me methodically walking them through what I was walking myself through.
Yeah.
And so that was a unique part. But to have like folks on the Today Show talk about it at the time,
Amazing.
Matt Lauer was there.
Savannah, Dylan Dreyer, how cool is that?
I mean, that's really cool.
Josh, don't people ask you all the time, like, was that real?
All the time.
Yeah.
I think that's the one question people ask.
Now you can set the record straight.
Yeah. I think people always thought it was fake or it was feigned, and it was like, no, this is what you saw is what really happened. I can't make that up. But I think the one thing that I will repeatedly tell people, that was the story. And the reason we're not covering Black Friday at a mall this year is because nobody does it anymore. I mean,
you have Amazon now. Everyone just shops online. It's different. And I know there are some stores that still do it and that people will line up. Like if you have one thing in mind, I know like home department stores always have it, or like appliances, that sort of thing, electronics. It's a little different though. I remember even like waking up early one year when I was in like middle school, going with my cousin, and like I remember running into the mall, going to like Express and like digging through a big bin of clothes trying to find like the best deal, and it was chaotic. So many people. Things are not like that anymore.
Things are different. Things are totally different. Things have changed in the way that we shop and the way consumers think, their patterns. And so I think I was really at the cusp of that.
Yeah.
And that live shot is bigger than me. I think it said a lot about people and consumers and what they do. And so anyways,
it's always fun to look back on. I even saw some people comment and they're like, we watched this. This is like how we kick off our holiday season, which I'm like, how cool is that?
It's when you hear people say that and you see this, right? And you see the
magnitude.
Yeah. It feels good, but also felt weird for me because I think people looked at it and was like, "Oh, he's full of himself." And when it's like,
"Oh
no, I think I was trying to tell a story, and I think it just grew out of proportion because of the way that it was told."
And you were just yourself. You had fun with it. You had fun with it. And I think so many times we get in positions where people are like, we have to act a certain way. We have to be, act. I think people even sometimes will say to us like, you have to be professional. You can't laugh. It's like, you have to laugh sometimes. We have those funny moments. We're human beings. We're going to tell it like it is.
This right here, by the way, is at 8:52 that night when my Twitter was blowing up with notifications, which is wild. And then this was
crazy.
Someone sent me this.
Are you going back to? I want to know if you're going outside now again this year.
No. I'm going to be working on Friday.
A lot of people's minds.
People want to know. So ask the question again.
Yeah. Will you be outside on this Black Friday?
No, I will not. I will be working, but I will not be outside.
You're breaking a lot of people's hearts. I'm sorry, you wanted to play that other video?
No, I'd have no other video to play because people get the point, Lauren Moss. I am not going back out there.
MSNBC, Today Show. I mean, it blew up. It blew up.
It was huge. It was crazy. So,
and even it helped promote your career, right? I mean, at that point, were you reporter and then you moved to morning anchor?
Good question. And it's a fair question because I was a nobody before then. I think I'm still a nobody, by the way. But it was after that live shot, I think people realized the type of person that I was and the type of reporter that I could be.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of learning to do still right after that. But I think at that point, people visibly saw me.
Yeah.
They noticed me. They began to,
You're right.
to realize there's something with him that's different. And I think people accepted that. Some people didn't, right? Some people called the station caller for my job. But
oh my gosh,
a lot of people looked at that live shot and respected that authenticity that came with it. And not too long after that, I was promoted to the morning show. We did that for 4.5 years.
The rest is history. And then you went out to Denver and now you're back.
And now I'm back and no longer am I doing live show. I've grown from that. I have grown. I have matured.
But no, you're still fun. I mean, that's what we love about you is that you are you're a great journalist. You're a great storyteller, but you're also just a fun person. You're very quick. Yeah. You know how to respond without it being,
It's like a dance.
Sometimes it can be cringeworthy when people are like respond to certain things.
It's like a dance.
You're quick with it. You're quick-witted.
You've got to know how to catch the ball.
Yeah.
And you got to know how to read off of the partner that you are dancing with on the floor. Like what move is coming next? Do I turn them? What do I do? Right. And that's what anchoring is. You know this. Yeah. I know this, right? We do this every day together. It's about knowing the person you sit next to every day. And I think that when I didn't have anyone around me, that was kind of the story. The person behind the camera, Ben Patrick, who used to work here, he actually went to school with me, and we worked together when I was on camera as a student.
That's awesome.
And he was in production as a student, and so he knew me. And he knew to pan that camera when I said, look behind me at the long line. He knew to pan that camera to nobody. Yeah. And that was the joke. So Ben Patrick, shout out to Ben Patrick. Yeah. And knowing the people that you work with, I think is a big part in this too.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great. You could tell you were comfortable. By the way, any other holiday plans? I know people wanted to know, what are your traditions? Obviously, you don't go Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, I don't go.
So what do you have?
I like to spend time with family. I like to cook.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cooking this week. I'll be cooking some stuff for the family, some greens and sweet potatoes, which, by the way, I have to ask you a question people want to know. What do you call it, Lauren Moss? Is it dressing? Is it stuffing?
I say stuffing.
Why do you say stuffing, Lauren?
I've always said stuffing. I don't know. My family says stuffing. And I'm going to be honest. This is a hot take. I don't like it.
You don't like, you're like my sister. Y'all, something wrong with your taste
I'm
buds?
gonna be honest. Like I'm working Thanksgiving, which I don't mind. I'm still get to see my family. They're coming in, which is so great before
That's
I go
the
to
problem.
work. But
That's the problem. You're working
the
Thanksgiving.
food, I'm just like, meh.
Your Thanksgiving, you're working, and your taste buds aren't.
To me, like I love turkey, but the sides, I'm all right. And like I love pies, but I don't love stuffing.
What kind of pies do you like?
Apple pie.
Oh, what type of apple pie do you like? Regular lattice apple pie? Do you like the Dutch apple pie? Do you like?
Oh, I can mess around with any kind of apple pie.
Okay, I'll mess around with it.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm a sweet person. Like
You are
you've
sweet.
seen me. I love. Thank you so much.
You are.
I mean, but I do like sweets. I'm not only a sweet person, but I like sweets. I have a sweet tooth, and I get that from my dad. And he loves all kinds of desserts. I'm not going to discriminate. I'll eat whatever kind of pie is in front of me.
Well, listen, have a great Thanksgiving,
You
Lauren
have
Moss.
a good Thanksgiving.
It's going to be awesome. I know you will be going out of town
Yes.
right after. So we're going to miss you here. We will see you eventually, though.
Yes.
Please do not blow up her emails and do not
No.
call the newsroom.
I'm still here.
And have a happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well.
Yes.
And we appreciate you guys watching us, of course. Something extra here on wherever you get your news and wherever you get your podcasts as well. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.